Alright, welcome back to the training. In the last training, I showed you about cPanel, the features of cPanel, and how you can install WordPress on your cPanel, and the reason why we have to use WordPress to design our website. So I told you that WordPress can be used to design any kind of website that you might think of, and it powers 39% of the web. So in this training, I'm going to be showing you what is called WordPress extensions. Now, WordPress extensions are used to extend the functionality of WordPress. It is because of WordPress extensions that is why WordPress has the ability and power to do whatever it can do. We have two types of WordPress extension, and they're called themes and plugins. A WordPress theme is a tool to change the layout and design of your website. Themes customize the appearance of your site, including the layout, typography, color, and other design elements. You can change the theme in WordPress to match your needs and industry. A WordPress theme, determines the feel, the look, the way your site looks. It's just like an architect. You want to build a house, you meet an architect, say, draw a house for me. So when an architect finishes drawing the plan of the house, you already know that this is where there's going to be a window, this is where there's going to be a door. You already know all the facilities in the house, and when the builder start building, they already know where to put window. That is how a WordPress theme is. A WordPress theme allows you to understand how your site is going to look like. So let's say you want to build a church website. You can get a church WordPress theme, and it will represent how a church website should look, and you can get a lot of that for you to choose from. Right? So that is what a WordPress theme is, and we will see that in a bit. Now, another extension that we have in WordPress is called the WordPress plugin. A WordPress plugin is essentially a bit of code that plugs into your self-hosted WordPress site. In human terms, that means a WordPress plugin is something that adds new functionality to your WordPress site or extend existing functionality on your site. When you're talking about self-hosted, we have two kinds of WordPress. We have the WordPress.org, where you download and use this WordPress or install this WordPress on the from the cPanel, and we also have the WordPress.com. The WordPress.com is hosted on the WordPress server, and it's not self-hosted. Self-hosted means you host it by yourself. You buy a domain name, you buy a hosting. But on the WordPress.com server, you just install on their server and you start designing from their server with less functionality. And let's say you are designing a site, say bellyfat.com, so you now have bellyfat.wordpress.com, stuff like that. So let's not go into that. So as you can see, the plugin, is a piece of code that adds extra functionality on your site. So let's say you design a site for a client and the client wants you to add a chat, right? So the plugin helps you to add a chat. You design a site for a client and probably a church website, and the client says, hey, we want to start selling a book. So we want to convert our site to e-commerce site, or want to have e-commerce functionality on our site. There is a plugin to turn your site to e-commerce website or to add the e-commerce functionality. Let's say you have a WordPress site too, and you want people to be able to click on the button and automatically chat you. There is a plugin to do that. Let's say you have a WordPress site and you want to turn it to a social media site. There is a plugin to do that. You have a WordPress site and you want to turn it to a school portal. There is a plugin to do that. You have a WordPress site, you want to add a form so that people can come into your site and fill your form. There is a plugin to do that. So that is why they said it's essentially a bit of code that plugs into your site, right? So we will be looking at how to get these themes and plugin. So let's dive into the system. Alright, so this is the Fredjet Global that we have actually installed. But before we start exploring this, let us look at what a site called the ThemeForest. Now, ThemeForest is the biggest marketplace that you need to know about. It's the biggest marketplace for themes and plugins. So let's say I want to design a site for a church. So I just click here and say church. You see that immediately you type, it comes out as a church WordPress website. So when you scroll down, you can see that I can click on preview come back to here, and I can scroll down. I'll see a lot of it, and I click on preview again. Come back here and scroll down. So can you see that a lot of it? So let me see this one. So you can see this particular one, and I can click on this design. It's going to open that for me. I can also decide to choose this design. So this just one theme comes with a lot of different kind of designs that you can choose from. So you can see it's showing us how a WordPress church website should look like. So you can see that very, very sleek and beautiful. So let me do that away. So you see this one again. You see that showing how a church website. You see, because ideas are difficult to come by. So the WordPress themes, we give you ideas of how a website for that category should look like. And when you buy this theme, you use this theme, it's going to bring all of this content into your WordPress site, and all you need to do is just edit, change, delete, or redo. It has the ability for you to change and redo anything, right? So let me just leave that and see this guy again. Wow, this is so beautiful. So you can see that also a church website. So let me just remove all of that. This is another one. So go ahead and go to the ThemeForest website and search for any kind of theme. I can say e-com. You see that e-commerce WordPress. So can you see that e-commerce WordPress? I can preview this. I can preview this also. So let me just do one more search, and let's see social media marketing agencies. Just anything you think of, there is a theme for it. So you can see this guy here. Let's open this guy. So this e-commerce, so you can see if you want to build a site like Jumia, Konga, and all of that, this guy is going to do that for you. So let me see this. So you can see all of that. It's a very, very powerful theme. So you can see. So let me just close that up, and you can also see this guy. So let me remove this. I don't like this. I can't really view everything. So you see the others one I open up, and let me just open this. Yeah. So you see that. So just imagine any kind of website that you want to build, and you will see the theme in ThemeForest. But do not worry, you're not going to be paying for anything, you're not going to be buying anything, because I have got a lot of themes and plugins, that I have purchased that I will be giving you to be using for your designs. So also there is a particular theme called the Divi theme. So Divi theme is owned by Elegant Theme. Divi theme is owned by Elegant Theme, and it's the most costly theme in the market for WordPress. So you can see the Divi theme, and you see the price of the Divi theme is $249. $249 for a lifetime, and $89 for just a year. So I'll be giving you access to this with the key so that you can be using it. Now the reason why I like Divi a lot is because Divi is very flexible. It can be used to design any kind of website. So we'll be building this website with Divi, and I'll also be giving you access to other themes like the Avada theme. There's also a theme called the Avada theme. So you see the Avada themes, just click on demos. You see a lot of demos. Yeah, a lot of them here, depending on the kind of website you want to design. So these are two great powerful themes that I would like you to be using, and I'm going to give you access to these two themes and many more themes that you use. So you see the Avada theme is also a very powerful tool that you can use to build any kind of sleek and very good website for your company and the company of your client. So one thing about this course or being a digital marketer is you have to wire your clients, because when you wire your clients will keep coming back to you, right? When you wire your clients, they'll keep coming back to you. They'll give you more jobs. I have had 90% of my clients coming from referral. People refer them to me. 90% of my clients come from referral. All right. So in the resources file that I'll give you, I already put the Divi theme that we will be using. So I'll go ahead and log into my WordPress backend. Just say /wp-admin. So you see that. So it's going to take me to my admin section where I will have to log in. So do not forget your password. Oh, forgotten my password. Okay, now you can see that I have forgotten my password. So I am going to show you how you can also hack your password. So I want to go ahead and hack this password. So let me just go back to my cPanel, get global / cPanel. Alright, so I've logged into my cPanel. So I just want to show you, in case you forget your password for your WordPress site, you can hack the password, right? And in case you forget the password for your cPanel, you can always ask your web host, to reset it for you. Your web host can reset it for you if you cannot get into your cPanel. So I've forgotten the password of my WordPress website, so I'm just going to phpMyAdmin. So I want to hack my password. So when you go to phpMyAdmin, you will see the database file of your website here, right? So I'll just click on this. This is the database file of my website, and I'll just look for WP users. I'll click on that, right? So you see admin. This is the admin, the username, and this is the password. Here is the password, and the password is encrypted, right? The password is encrypted. So this is the password and it is encrypted. Can you see that? So all you need to do is just remove that and type anything that you want to type. Let's say pass12@, right? So that's the password I want to use, pass12@. So I'll come here and change this guy to MD5. Please, you have to change this to MD5, right? Change this to MD5. So you have to change it to what? MD5. Then when you're done, you see this go button here. Just click on this. So you see the admin is still here, your user login, and the password has been changed. So all you need to do is come here, just put your new password, pass@12, right? Is that what I did? Yes. So you click on login. Okay, let me refresh this again. Admin pass@12. Is that what I did? Oh my god. Okay, so let me just be sure of what I'm doing. Admin user pass MD5. So MD5, right? So PASS@123@. So let me just copy that and save that. So I've copied that and I have saved that. So this is the password I use, so just put it there. Let me show it now, PASS@123, and this should work right away. Alright, so you see I have hacked my WordPress password and I have been able to log into the back end of my WordPress website, right? So immediately you log into the back end of your WordPress site, you're going to see something like this. So you see the post, you see all posts, add new categories and tag. So a post is used to add new posts, manage new posts, delete posts and all of that. Media is used to manage media. Pages are used to manage your website pages. Appearance are used to manage your themes, and plugins are used to manage your plugins. Then you have users are used to manage the users of your website, and you have settings and that is used to configure some vital sections of your website. So this time around, go ahead and install our WordPress theme. Now in the resources section, you're going to see the WordPress theme Divi, and the theme is going to be zipped. So for you to install anything on WordPress, it must be zipped. So let me just quickly show you that. So you see the resources section of what I'm doing. So you see this is a zip file. This is my Divi. Can you see that Divi? And it's zipped. So in case you don't know how to zip a file, let's say you create a new folder, right click and you create a new folder, and let's say you call it site. Then let's say you have something like this on the folder. Where is the folder? This is the folder. You have something like this on the folder, and you want to zip this. You just right click on this, right? You click on send to and you click on compress zips. You see that? So that will be zipped. Is that okay? So let me just delete it. Then when you want to you want to extract what you have zipped, you just double click on this, and you just right click on here. So I have a software called Wera on my system, so you can go ahead and look for that software install. It's also free. Extract without confirmation. Alright, so you see that I have extracted it, right? So there's a software I have on my system. It's called a Wera. So that's why you see my zipped files are appearing that way. So Wera is a free software. You see that? So you can just go ahead and download the Wera file, the Wera software, so that files in your system can also look like the way they are looking like this on my system because of the Wera file. So this is the Divi theme that I want to install. So let's go back to my site and come back here. I click on appearance and I click on themes. Then I click on add new. Then I click on upload, choose file. Right, so I'll go to I have the theme, the themes or my resources is the Divi. Sorry, that's not it. So I come back here and choose the Divi. So I install now. So it's going to take some time to install.